Oh, hi everybody. Welcome to my page, Messages from Venus. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a little something. You guys know I do a little bit of everything. So it's a little bit of hoodoo, a little bit of everything, right? My magical practice consists of it all. If you watch my previous video in regards to protection, let me see if I can put this up a little bit. Yeah. But if you watch my previous video in regards to protection, I did a spell for protecting myself. The candle has already been lit. Everything's going wonderful and amazing. And it's up for you guys to see. This one is to protect not just the house, but your chicken's feet. So if you guys have chicken's feet in your house, I'll show you guys what chicken's feet looks like. But if you guys have chicken feet in your house or in places of your house, know that they need to be cleansed. Around this time of the year will be a perfect time, only because the veil is thinning. A lot of things get unleashed from the other side to this side, and also they need protection. It's not just you saging it or cleansing it once in a blue moon. So I do this elaborate ritual or spell to protect it during this time of the year going on to next year. For witches, October 31st is our new year. It's not just the Day of the Dead. So let me show you guys chicken's feet that I won't be using anymore, that are messed up, because somewhere along the line they got messed up. So I had this in my, not this one, I had this one, which is used for prosperity or protection, bringing in money, and two of the feet of the fingers broke off. I have no idea how that happened, so I won't be using those anymore. I had these on my window, and when they do this noise, I know there's a lot of activity around, so I'm not going to be using this anymore. So just so you guys know, you can throw away chicken feet that have been tortured to death. And then this one was in my room, and no, in the bathroom actually. This one was in the bathroom, and as you can see, the feathers died. The feathers were ruffled, and then this foot or this finger right here was cut off. I have no idea how. I've never seen that, and it's never happened to me before, so I'm not quite sure what type of spiritual battles, or maybe it just broke off and I didn't know. I don't know. You guys can make your own assumptions out of that. Then I have the aluminum foil. If you watched my previous video, I'm now working with aluminum foil as opposed to wood, or as opposed to plates, and it's easier for me to create whatever plate I need to create, you know. So I use the sigil for Archangel Michael, which is this one. This one is protection of my family. I found this online. I find these sigils and symbols online, you guys, and I just draw them on, and they've been working for me. And so this is a protection for my family members, people in my home. I have the symbols of the elements. I'm sure they're in the wrong direction, but I did it intuitively. So whatever you need to do, that's what needs to happen. And the reason why I always tell people, you know, it's better when you work off of your intuition as opposed to going by the book, because sometimes going by the book is going by other people's standards and wants and needs, their own wants and needs in their own practices, as opposed to you doing things on your own. So I added the elements because I want entities from all elements to protect my chicken's feet, right? And also to open up the doors to the energies of the elements and what they can do for my chicken's feet. And then the symbol in the middle, or the sigil in the middle, is also for protection. So I am protected with this sigil. What I'm going to use is that I'm going to use bloodroot powder. And bloodroot powder is powder that is used for like romance spells, relationship spells, marriage spells, protection of family members. But just know that if you do spells for marriages, it doesn't have to be like a love marriage. It can be a contract. It can be your house. So your environment, so the relationship that you have with your environment, any sort of relationship, bloodroot is great for that. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use graveyard dirt. I am going to use 4 black candles, which I'm going to prepare in front of you guys. And then the tea leaves, or the tea leaf candles which will go on each one of the sigils and elements. And I'm going to prepare that as well in front of you guys. Okay. At the end of the video, I'll show you guys how the spell looks. I'm also going to use my ankh, which is a representation of life, because I want to charge my sigils. I mean, my chicken's feet. So what other symbol can you use, or what other form of recharging or giving life other than the ankh symbol? In my honest opinion, or my most humble opinion, it is the best symbol to use for giving life. I'm going to use coarse crystal salt. I'm also going to use regular salt. I'm going to use Egyptian jasmine incense. I'm going to use pure 100% argan oil, which is used for to help things grow. So I would like the candles to grow on their power, grow on their protection. Anoint it with a little bit of this and you're good to go. I'm also going to use, of course, the chicken's feet that I have, that I will be placing next to all of my windows in the house. So that'll be that. And what else? And that's all. And of course, I use the graveyard dirt, you guys, to attract spirits, entities, and just to attract spirits from the spirit realm. A lot of people say, oh, you use graveyard dirt for like darker magics, but that's just not the case. I always walk with spirit. I always walk with the Holy Spirit. And when you want to, combat, or when you want to combat, or when you want to gain protection or gain power over things that are not in the living world or third dimensional, it's good to use graveyard dirt, because that means you're attracting the spirits from the other side and you're calling on them to assist you in this working. That's how I use it. So let's get started. I am going to use a separate aluminum foil to prepare the candles and the tea leaf candles, which I'm gonna just put a little bit of. Thank God I didn't do my nails yesterday because it would have been messed up. I'm gonna just put a little bit of bloodroot powder on each of the tea leaves. So a little bit of bloodroot powder. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, nothing crazy. And there's a lot of noise in the background, just so you guys know, because I am off of work today. So I decided that today would be a good day to do cleansings, etc., etc. Let's see here. Oops. So once those are done, I can place them where they need to be placed. For now, if I can. Okay, I'm not gonna light them up as of yet. You can move them around if you want to disperse of the powder. Do a little bit of this, but it doesn't matter, because once it's lit, the powder will disperse itself. And there are different colored tea leaves. You guys can use whatever color you want. Doesn't necessarily need to be white. I am going to use the black candle. I like to use black for protection, and I'm going to draw in the symbol of Archangel Michael. On each one of these. And then I'm going to dress them, so. And then while you're dressing your candles, you guys can say whatever you want to say. Go in a trance, say protection, etc., etc. I like to use sigils as opposed to using words on my candles, especially when they're the small candles. Use my argan oil. Bloodroot powder. A little bit of graveyard dirt on the candles. And you guys know that you don't have to worry about using, well, at least I don't worry about using graveyard dirt and being and attracting malevolent entities because you if you keep your house, or if you keep the place of where you are or your environment in high frequencies, for the most part in high frequencies, of course people come from work, there are different people living in your house, or different energies if you live with other people, such as I do. The energies are going to fluctuate. So, but you don't have to like fear that you're going to attract negative entities. You go outside and you can attract anything and everything, because, excuse me, energy is everywhere. Once you have your candles prepared, I'm going to put these candles to the side. Place the tea leaves where they need to be placed. Okay. And of course, I will be right back because I am missing a tea leaf. Or am I going crazy? Yeah, I'm missing a tea leaf, you all. Let's see. Yes, I will be right back. All right, so got my extra tea leaf here. A little bit too much on there. Then you're going to, well, I'm gonna put my ankh right in the middle. I don't know why I wanted to use Egyptian jasmine, but I follow my intuition when it comes to these things, you guys, or doing my spells. It's important you always use your intuition. There's a reason why it's there. It's your communication with God, your higher self, however you want to call it. Then we have the incense, which I have to get my lighter. Give me a moment. I always tend to forget things. I'm gonna light my incense, which is right in the corner. I'm gonna light it up. And you can start cleansing your chicken's feet like this. So let's see if I can move my camera a little bit higher. There you go. So you can cleanse your chicken's foot by putting the chicken's feet on top of the incense like this. So you cleanse your chicken's feet. Put it right in the middle. Even though I always have incense going in my house and on my altar, but you should always have a ceremony or a ritual done for the protection in your house, to protect the protection in your house. Yes, it sounds crazy, but this is literally what it is. So I have to protect the protection in my house. I know a lot of people think that doing spell work is easy, blah, 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 blah. But it's not. It takes a lot of work just to prepare the spell. It takes a whole bunch of fucking work. So, and you can decide whether to leave the incense on or leave it off for the purposes of the spell. Now, I am going to use the salt. Oh, I thought it opened. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to put the salt all around the spell. And this is why. And that's the regular salt, by the way. And then I'm going to use the crystal salt to do a circle around this chicken's feet. Then I'm going to light the candles, the black candles that I had. Make a space here for each corner for the candles. And you don't really have to say anything, you guys, if you don't want to. So, and if you're watching this video, it's because the spell is done and over with. So, the candles are burnt, etc., etc. See if the candles all stay in proper place. Oh, I need a new lighter. now I'm gonna light everything. I'm gonna get me another lighter. And then you just have to let the rest of these things burn, meaning the candles. And that's it. That's your ritual right there. You allow the candles to be burnt all the way down. And then you can just hang up your chicken's feet again. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this works out for you if any of you guys want to try it out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.